Ladies and gentlemen, World Cup Day 2 is officially in the books, and I have to be honest. Yesterday was a tale of two completely football matches. One game made me wonder whether the new 48 new format might create some group stage matches that simply aren't World Cup quality. The other game made me believe that one of the host nations could actually go very, very far in this tournament. Today, we're talking Canada, Bosnia, USA, Paraguay, and we'll preview all four matches coming up. Today, including the game I'm personally waiting for the most Brazil, Morocco. And yes, as a Moroccan, this one means a little bit more. Let's get into it. Let's start with Canada against Bosnia. The final result was 1-1, and honestly, I found this match disappointing. I predicted the 1-1 as a second choice, if you remember yesterday, but it was disappointing not because there wasn't effort, not because there wasn't tension, but because it lacked the quality and the intensity I expect from a World Cup match. Canada controlled large portions of the game. Bosnia sat deep, defended well, and tried to hit on the counter. The game never really exploded into life. Even after Bosnia took the lead, the match still felt cautious. Canada eventually found an equalizer and rescued the point, but neither team looked like a side capable of making a deep run in this tournament. Now, before people get angry, I'm not saying these teams don't deserve to be here. What I'm saying is that this game reminded me of one of the biggest questions surrounding the new 48 team World Cup. Are we going to get more matches that feel like qualifiers rather than World Cup matches? More teams means more countries represented. That's fantastic. More fans, more stories, more football culture. But it also means the quality gap between some teams becomes more visible. And yesterday's match felt like one of those examples. Maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe both teams were simply nervous. But compared to what came later in that day, this game felt a level below. Now, let's talk about the United States. And wow, they were very impressive. This was impressive, very impressive. The Americans beat Paraguay 4-1, and honestly, the scoreline didn't flatter them. They looked quicker, sharper, more aggressive, more confident. Everything about their performance screamed one thing: we are not here just to host the tournament. The player that really caught my eye was Pulisic. Every time he touched the ball, something dangerous happened. Then you had Balogun making intelligent runs, stretching the defense and creating space. The movement was excellent, the pressing was excellent, the transitions were excellent. And perhaps most importantly, they looked like a team that actually believes that matters at World Cup. Talent wins matches, but belief wins tournaments. And now let's calm a little bit. I'm not saying the USA are going to win the World Cup. No, not yet. But I I see them in the quarterfinals. Absolutely. Maybe semifinals if things went well with them. They are at home. They have momentum. They have the quality and they have a crowd behind them. If they keep playing like this, nobody will want to face them. One more thing, the atmosphere looked fantastic, and that's exactly why what this tournament needs. Um, Now let's move on to today's games, and trust me, there are some fascinating storylines. First up, Qatar, Switzerland. On paper, Switzerland are the better team, more experience, more players competing at the highest level, more World Cup pedigree, but tournament football isn't played on paper. Qatar know how to prepare for these moments. The player to watch for Qatar is Akram Afif. Everything dangerous usually goes through him. If Qatar create chances, there is good chance he's involved. For Switzerland, keep your eyes on Granit Xhaka. He might not be the flashiest player on the pitch, but he controls games. He's the type of player that can completely dictate the rhythm of match. Here's a fun fact: Switzerland have become one of the most reliable tournament teams in football. They've reached the knockout stage in 4 of their last 5 World Cup. They rarely collapse, they rarely panic, they are simply difficult to beat. My prediction: Qatar will try to make life difficult, but eventually Switzerland quality wins out. I'm saying Switzerland 2, Qatar 0. Now let's talk about the game, the big one: Brazil versus Morocco. And look, I'm Moroccan. Everybody watching this channel knows that. So let me get the emotional part out of the way first. I want Morocco to win. I want Morocco to shock the world again. I want Hakimi to lift us to another historic result. Well, if we're being realistic, this is one of the toughest opening matches in the entire tournament. Brazil are Brazil, 5 time world champions, a team packed with talent, a team many people believe can win the entire tournament. The players to watch for Brazil: Vinicius Jr., his pace, ability to destroy defenders one on one is ridiculous. Then Endrick, that's before we even talk about the rest of the squad for Morocco. It starts with Ashraf Hakimi, one of the best right backs in the world football, if it's not the best right now. Then Brahim Diaz, a player capable of producing magic from nowhere. He plays a right wing and he lives for big moments. Now, here's what gives me hope. Morocco have already shown the world that they fear nobody. We did reach the semifinals in Qatar 2022, the first African nation ever to do it. We beat Belgium, we beat Spain, we beat Portugal. Nobody gave us a chance then either. The key today: stay compact, disciplined, and we don't allow Brazil to attack in open spaces. If Morocco can frustrate Brazil for an hour, for example, the pressure starts shifting. Suddenly, the favorites become nervous. Suddenly, Morocco start believing. My heart says Morocco 2-1. My head says 1-1. So let's settle somewhere in the middle. Official prediction: Brazil 1, Morocco 1. And if Morocco score first, anything is possible. Next up, same group, Haiti against Scotland. I think this could quietly be one of the most entertaining games of the day if Scotland bring the physicality, the experience, the aggression, the set piece quality, and Haiti bring their pace, their energy, and their freedom, and absolutely nothing to lose. The player to watch from Scotland is Scott McTominay. He's becoming one of the players who are always seem to show up for his country. Goals, leadership, big moments. For Haiti, keep your eyes on Pierrot. Strong, direct, dangerous in transitions. There's a fun fact: Scotland waited almost 3 decades to get back to the World Cup. Their fans have dreamed about this moment for years. That alone makes them dangerous. I think Haiti make this uncomfortable, but Scotland's experience eventually wins. Prediction: Scotland 3, Haiti 1. And finally, Australia versus Turkey. Honestly, this could be a sleeper hit. The USA big victory over Paraguay has already changed Group D. That means neither Australia or Turkey can afford to lose. The pressure is huge. Australia's player to watch is Harry Sotar, a giant at the back and a major threat from set pieces. Turkey have 2 incredibly excellent talents, Arda Güler and Kenan Yildiz. If you haven't watched them much, this World Cup could be their global breakthrough. Fun fact: Turkey finished third at 2002 World Cup. Many younger fans forgot how good that generation was. This current generation wants to create its own story. I think Australia make this ugly. I think they make it physical and they make it difficult. But Turkey simply have more technical quality. Prediction Turkey to Australia now. So there you have it. Yesterday, Canada, Bosnia gave us a reminder that the expanded World Cup format might produce some slower, lower quality matches. The USA gave us statement performance and announced themselves as the team to watch. And today is all about Brazil versus us, Morocco. Can the Atlas Lions shock the world again? Can Hakimi and remind everyone why Morocco became the pride of Africa 4 years ago? As Moroccan, I hope so. As a football fan, I absolutely cannot wait. Let me know your predictions in the comment. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you right after the matches for the reactions. Let's enjoy the World Cup. Peace.